friends, welcome back to the channel. I'm Amber and I'm so glad you've joined me today. And today I will be sharing my word for 2021. Last year I shared my word and it was courage. Courage to, chase after my dreams and goals. And this year my word is purpose. Purpose. And just, like I said in the video the other day, just really canceling out and saying no to the things that are maybe good, but maybe not the best for me to invest my time in, and really pursuing the things that I say to myself are important. So purpose. So I wanted to kind of go over what my goals are for this year, some of them anyway. And I'm sure you guys have a lot of goals, but I wanted to use this time to perhaps inspire you to chase after your goals as well. So, 2 years ago, my word for the year was simplify. And like I said, last year was courage. Those are all very good areas of focus, and that was where I was. But, as time goes on, you grow and your priorities, become different. And this year, my word, like I said, is purpose. I want to accomplish the things that are important to me. So last year, they were kind of similar, and I made a list here. I'll share them with you. One of my top goal last year was to read through the Bible in 1 year. I've been a Christian since I was 5 years old, so for 45 years. I'm sure I have read through the Bible many, many times, but I have not had a methodical plan. So last year I did it, and I actually did it in like 3.5 months by listening to Bible Gateway, the Audible version, and that really helped me in addition to my daily study. So that is my goal. I want to do it again this year, to just go through the Bible. And the goal is not necessarily speed. I do pray before I embark on my daily reading, and I pray and ask the Lord to speak to me and guide and direct me as always. So this was an exciting goal that after all these years, I finally accomplished it through a systematic plan. So that was awesome. And of course, another one of my goals this year is to lose the remaining 38 pounds. If you're new to my channel, perhaps you don't know, but I am on a 103-pound weight loss journey with Weight Watchers. I have so far lost 65 pounds, so 38 pounds to go. Like I said yesterday in my Weight Watcher Weigh-In Wednesday video, whether that happens this year or next year, that's okay. My eye is on the prize, and that is my goal. So continue on my weight loss journey. Track. And then I want to focus on building strength through walking and the rowing machine. So my goal is at least a couple days a week to do some form of exercise, starting small and building my strength. And then I just want to get out and enjoy nature because it is relaxing. It's good for the soul. So that is definitely one of my goals this year. Of course, we are in our household are very busy with wedding planning. My daughter is getting married the end of May. So I am helping her with all the planning, and so that will consume like half of this year almost. As a priority, but of course I want to accomplish other things, but we're in the home stretch of getting a lot of the planning nailed down, so that is good. One of my goals last year was to read 2 books a month, so a total of 24 books in a year. And it's funny because I kind of keep track in my notes section on my cell phone of the books that I've read, and in December, I was thinking, I didn't realize that goal. I felt a little short, but then I realized I hadn't updated my list and added on a couple titles that I had just finished, and I did it. I read 24 books last year, so that is my goal for the coming year, for this year. As well, I have an Audible subscription, so oftentimes I will listen to an audio book if I'm driving or while I'm cooking dinner. So that's a kind of a good way to, get your time management reading done. Also, I will address this in a minute, but I do want to really increase my reading at bedtime. So yeah, and another one of my goals is to continue making self-care a priority. And one of those areas is sleep. Like I mentioned, Weight Watchers has added sleep as the 4th pillar. And so I kind of mapped out a game plan for helping me in the sleep. I have a sleep improvement plan, you guys. So I thought I'd share it with you. So these are my goals. I'm not saying that I, nail every one every day, but these are my goals. To drink some chamomile tea before bedtime. It really helps me to relax. I like to shower at night. It's just one of those routines that kind of sets you in motion that, okay, the next step is sleep. My goal is to be in bed by 9:30. That is a lofty goal, you guys, because some nights I get a second wind, but that is my goal. And to be asleep by 10, that is a goal. Yeah, lights out at 10. And my other goal is to not use my cell phone after 8 p.m. because, I've talked about this before, but, they say that light, it kind of resets the circadian rhythm and it really makes sleep difficult. So less electronics at night. That is a goal of mine. And reduce coffee to 1 cup a day. This is a little challenging, especially with our weather being so cold here in Florida. I've needed that second cup. So these are goals, and to lower the lights at 8:30. So that just kind of, lets your body know, okay, it's time to wind down. So this is my game plan. So that is definitely a priority this year, sleep. Another one of my goals is to try one new recipe a month because I feel like I'm in a little bit of a rut with dinners. And that's probably because we've been super busy also. So, but yeah, those are my goals this year, and I'm sure that you guys have goals that you're working on. And then I just wanted to share a little bit with you. One little bit I want to share with you. I've shared from this book before, but it's the 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth by John Maxwell. And he says, life goals are reached by setting annual goals. And that's what we're doing today. Annual goals are reached by reaching daily goals. Daily goals are reached by doing things which may be uncomfortable at first, but eventually become habits. Habits are powerful things. Habits turn actions into attitudes, and attitudes into lifestyles. I thought that was so powerful. So true. The things we do every day, they become a part of us. They become part of who we are, our attitudes, and then those attitudes become lifestyles. I thought that was really good, really good. So it's always good to evaluate what is working for you in your daily life and what is not, and eliminating. Sometimes we have to eliminate the good to shoot for the best, to go after the best. So, and things I have reflected on during this weight loss journey, because, the concepts that I have learned during the 65-pound weight loss now can be transferred into other areas that you want to make changes in. And, human behavior, we get stuck in a rut. I'm 50 years old. And, when you reach a certain age, you like the routines. And whether it's working for you or not, we often get stuck in a rut. We just do things because we've always done them and we don't think about them anymore. But 2021, it's time to reevaluate. Think about those things Think about those daily habits. Are they serving you or not? So I encourage you to do some self-evaluation there. And then this last bit I wanted to share with you because I thought it was so good. It says, ultimately, people do not decide their future. They decide their habits, and their habits decide their future. That is so good. From the time you get up in the morning to the time you go to sleep at night, your habits largely control the words you say, the things you do, and the ways you react and respond. And then he goes on to say, what are you doing daily that needs to change? What needs doing? Maybe more important, what needs undoing? I thought that was really good. What are you willing to change doing today in order to change what you will be doing tomorrow? So I thought that was all very worthy. And another thought I wanted to share with you is that time is your most valuable asset. You know, they say you can always make more money, but you can never make more time. So how are you using your time? And, you know, we don't want to waste it, right? Yeah. So these areas, these little thoughts I wanted to leave with you as you kind of reevaluate and set your goals and plans for the coming year. To start small, start where you are, you know, whatever change that you are setting out to make. Sometimes I've mentioned this book here before, and I will mention it again because it was so good. It is called Atomic Habits by James Clear. Highly, highly, highly recommend. But he talks about this, how about making an action plan, making a goal so easy that it is impossible to fail. So often we say, oh, we're going to work out for an hour. We're going to do it. And, you know, we're all excited at first. And, you know, we might do it for a few days, maybe even a week. But then that excitement wears off. And then we miss and we miss again. And then we just fall off the wagon. But instead of saying, you know, shooting for gold, we're going to work out for an hour. How about we do something for 5 minutes? I've done that in the past. I've said, you know what, I'm going to get on the treadmill for 5 minutes. And then, you know, what winds up happening? Once I get there, I do more. I might do 10 minutes or maybe even more. So start small, because then it is harder for you to fail, right? You know, they say, you know, when you have a leak, a water leak, water travels the path of least resistance, right? So maybe it's going down a floor and there's cracks in the floor and it follows the cracks. It goes the path of least resistance. And so oftentimes we set these goals that are so almost unattainable for ourselves, or unrealistic anyway. But how about we create less friction? How about we create something that is easier in the beginning, and then once we make it a habit, we can, you know, kind of extend our length of time. Because honestly, 5 minutes of exercise or 10 minutes of exercise at a time is better than 0, right? So sometimes we have to abandon that all or nothing mentality, that we're either going to do it up or we're not going to do it at all. So I just wanted to challenge you today to, you know, have the courage to make those small choices, small changes. But, you know, sometimes we have to go the path of least resistance. Start small, start with something, start where you are, and then you'll watch it become a habit. Because change is hard, but it's not impossible. So I just wanted to encourage you with all of that today. So purpose is my 2021 word for this year, my area of focus. And let me know in the comments below, what areas are you working on this year? What's your word for the year or your goals? And please always comment. I love, love, love to read your comments. And if you haven't already, please press that subscribe button. I always love to get new subscribers and to hear from you, and I will see you soon. God bless.